Namaskar. Welcome to the example number 7 for the event Marriage Prospects. In the previous example, we studied a chart wherein the native got married in one Dasa Bhuktī Antra, especially that Bhuktī period is not signifying either 2 or 7 or 11 as per fourfold significator followed in KP, right? But in the same similar thing we can find in this chart also, that destiny gotten married in the Bugdi, that Bugdi Lord is not significator of either 2 or 7 or 11. And as per fourfold I'm talking about, because in fourfold they are taking only the CL and OCC, not the CST and CSL, they are not considering. And that planet which acted as the Bugdi Lord, it should be the strongest one, which is having this 1 and 6, 12 grouping also. So that planet, it is having unfavorable grouping houses also, thinking that first house is always unfavorable for the marriage, though it is not exactly correct, because first house will not be unfavorable to the marriage unless and otherwise it is connected to 6, 8, 12 grouping. Because Lagna will not be unfavorable for the marriage, because Lagna is required for the marriage, right? Being the 12th house to the second house, normally people are thinking that first house is unfavorable. It is not talking about the family. It is talking about the, 12th house to the second house. Exactly, it is not correct. Lagna will not be unfavorable to any event to the Lagna, provided it is not combined with the unfavorable houses to the Lagna. And in this book, in this chart, though it is not having 2 or 7 or 11, but it is having 1 and 6 and also 12th house, how far the favorable strong key planet passing its influence to that particular unfavorable significator, 1, 6, as I said, 1, 6, 1 and 12 houses signified by a planet, that particular planet is getting the support from the strong favorable key planets, especially through the ruler's links. How that ruler link also supportive to the particular planet that we are going to see in this. Please let us see the other important points what we are going to study in this. Example number 7, timing of marriage. The important points can be found in this example, which as I was explaining. The first one is 2, 7 or 11 significator as per fourfold significator did not conduct marriage in its Bhukti. And as I said, 1, 6, 12 significator will be there in that ruler, but that will get the impact from the ruler's link. The impact of the ruler's link also we can find. So this second point, third point, fourth point, as I have been telling, they are all common general point that will be there. For your practice, I'm mentioning this one. The role of key planets of the destiny planet in the Dasa Lord, and role of key planets of the Dasa Lord in the Bugdi Lord, and also Bugdi Lord's key planet in Antra Lord, that is built connections, right? And impact of the ruler's link we are going to study in this chart. Let us check the chart now. This is the birth chart of the male we are going to study. So let us have a general study on the birth chart on the 7th house, and 7th lord is afflicted or supportively present in the natal chart. Lagna is Sthira Lagna, 7th house is falling in the Scorpio sign. 7th lord Mar is posted in the 12th house in the Taurus sign, but in the sign is Taurus, where is Lagna is present, but as per the degree it is occupying the 12th house. But it is conjoined with, as per EPS, though they are in the different sign, sorry, they are different houses, but in the same sign, Sun and Moon are in the first house and Mars is in the 12th house, but they are in the sign of Taurus only, irrespective of the degree. As per EPS, they are all conjoined. Mars conjoined with the Sun and Moon. Sun is 4th lord, Moon is 3rd lord. So 7th lord posted in the 12th house but conjoined with the fourth lord, third lord, sun and moon posted in the first house. That Rasi Lord of the Mars is Venus is posted in this first house itself, but in the second sign conjoined with the Mercury. So Venus is conjoined with Mercury, connected to the second house. Now, any other planet is influencing the seventh lord Mars? Yes, Jupiter is aspecting to Mars by ninth aspect. Jupiter is what? 11th lord and 8th lord aspecting to Mars, 7th lord, by way of ninth aspect. So that Mars is aspected by beneficial Jupiter because of the 11th lord, 8th lord from the 5th house. It is aspecting, that is good. And that Jupiter, apart from the Jupiter, it is conjoined with the third lord and fourth lord, and Rasi Lord Venus is posted in the sign of Gemini, but conjoined with the 12th lord, sorry, second lord and fifth lord. And Saturn is also aspecting to it. So that way, Mars, seventh lord, is not badly posted, though it is in the 12th house. It is connected to the favorable houses along with some unfavorable, that is fourth house and eighth house. But eighth house, we cannot take it as unfavorable because eighth lord and 11th lord are supportive only. Anyway, so seventh lord is not strongly unfavorably posted or influenced by the unfavorable planets. I think you are able to understand now. Now let us check the self-significators. Event has to be selected, and I already selected the event. Let me take you to the EPS page, and we will select these self-significators and planet colors. So we have to study carefully each planet and give the relevant color for our identification. Lagna Lord, where is Lagna Lord? Lagna Lord and sixth Lord occupying Lagna, fourth sublord. This you have to keep it, you have to carefully check it. Sixth Lord is not good, but Lagna Lord occupying Lagna is good. 161 is not bad. Lagna Lord occupying Lagna is good only for the Lagna. Sixth Lord occupying Lagna, it is not good, right? But fourth sublord, it is having some weakness. It is not detrimental. Sixth Lord and also fourth sublord, it is having some weakness. But Lagna Lord occupying Lagna, it is good. It is a mixed significator. Because of the 1 and 6, we cannot come to conclusion that is 12th house to the 2 or 7. 1 and 6 occupying Lagna, this is good only. So, but because of the 6 and 4, we can take this as a mixed significator. So, Venus we can take as a mixed significator, right? And 7th Lord, 12th Lord occupying 12th house and 10th star Lord. So, this is 7th Lord moving towards 12, 12, 10. Being the 7th Lord, yes, we cannot say it is unfavorable, but being the 7th Lord not having any favorable houses, and it is not having strong unfavorable grouping. 12 and 12 is okay, weak. 10th star lord also weak, but no 8 or 6th house is connected. Still, it is weak. So what we can do, we cannot give blue color, we cannot give red also. We can, because being the 7th lord, we cannot give it as red. So what we can do, we can give the pink. It is mixed one, right? 7th lord, and it has got the pink, we can give it. And 11th lord, 8th lord and 11th lord occupying 5th house and 8 and 12 cusp of sublord. 11 and 5 is good. 11th lord occupying 5th house is good. But 8th lord also at 8 and 12. So definitely it is also mixed. So Jupiter also we can give mixed. So all the mixed we are giving with the unfavorable grouping. Yes. And Saturn. 9th lord, 10th lord occupying 5. So 9 and 5 are good, supported by Kama Trikon 3, 7, 11 and 3, 5, 9 level. This is very good grouping that Saturn is having. But second planet Ketu, that to a free planet, its influence will be strongly on the Saturn. Ninth occupant, 4, 8, 12 star lord and 10th sublord. So it is indicating some obstacles to the Saturn significations. But to look at the Saturn signification is very good. 3, 7, 11 star lord and 3, 5, 9, 11 sublord, 9 and 5 CLOCC. So it has to be given, green, dark green. But because of the Ketu 4, 8, 12 and 10, so we can give Saturn is the light green, right? And Mercury, second lord, fifth lord occupying second house. This is good. So we can give Mercury green, dark green. And which is the other planet? Rahu. Rahu is third occupant, 2, 6 star lord and 2, 6 sublord. Sixth sublord is not good, but sixth sublord is not having any unfavorable. So we cannot say it is completely unfavorable. But it is having 3 occupant, second star lord and second sublord, and having the favorable in the second planet. So we can give it as a mixed. Rahu, we can give it as a mixed one. Now, next is Ketu. Ketu is 9th occupant, 4, 8, 12 star lord and 10th sublord. So this is having some obstacles are indicated, but occupant of the 9th house and representing Saturn, a good key planet. So what we can do, Ketu being the favorable 9th house occupant and obstacles, we can, because of the Saturn support, we can give Ketu's pink because it's a mixed significator. If it is not having 8 and 12, or it is having only 9 and some 4th house or 10th house, we can give blue also. Because 8 and 12 grouping and 10, it is indicating some more obstacles. That is the reason I have given pink shade. And which is pending Sun and Moon. Sun is 4th lord, occupying Lagna, 5 and 9 star lord and 7th sublord. This is very good. Being the 7th sublord, and 4th lord is comfort, right? It is only very less unfavorable, but it is not getting any support from any unfavorable grouping. 1, 5, 9, 7, it is good. So Sun can be definitely given light green or dark green also, because 7th sublord 1, 5, 9, it can give dark green. Because of the 4th lord, if you feel no, I want to give it light green, that also you can give it. So it doesn't matter. Moon 3, 1, 1, 1. It is good, but it is not having any strong favorable grouping, but it is having third lord occupying Lagna, or Lagna star lord, or Lagna sublord. It's supportive for the Lagna. Representing Rahu, it is having mixed significator. So Moon can be given blue color, right? We need not give it is dark green or light green, because it is having second planet is having some 2, 6, 2, 6 cuspal sublord. So I am giving it's a blue color, Moon. And what else? I think we have given all the colors. And let us set colors and go to the home page and check the destiny. For the destiny, what we have to check? We have to check the 7th rulers, that is especially 7th lord and 7th cuspal sublord. Now we have come to the home page. So in that, I think we have to open that significators. Oh, just a minute. Let me open that significators. Significators table. Let me keep it here. And let us check the destiny. Birth chart, we can keep it open also. If required, we can keep it open here. And now let us check the key planets. What are the key planets strongly present? So who is the 7th lord? Let us check whether 7th lord planet or 7th sublord planet are having these favorable key planets in its rulers, or it is having unfavorable key planets in its rulers. When you study all the 9 planet self-significations, we could find no red planet we have given, because Ketu having 4, 8, 12, but supported by Saturn. Only pink. This is also pink. Then Mars also 7, 12, 12, 10. The Mars only is the planet which is having some unfavorable. I mean, 7 is moving towards unfavorable. And Rahu also having this 2, 6, and 6. Only Mars and Rahu having some weakness, but all other planets are having mixed only. I think you are able to understand this one. So now favorable key planets. What are the favorable key planets? Green color Saturn, Sun, and blue Moon. And Saturn, Ketu, and Saturn, Ketu, Moon, and Sun. There's a strong favorable key planet. Sun, Moon, Saturn, and Mercury. Saturn and Mercury, Sun and Moon are the favorable key planets. So we have to check whether the sublord of the seventh house or seventh lord of the seventh house are having these favorable or unfavorable or mixed key planets in their rulers. Who is the seventh lord? Seventh lord is Mars. Let us check Mars. Seventh lord Mars is pink, as we discussed, and star level is Sun, our green planet, and 2A level is Moon, is a blue planet. It means Sun and the star lord, if you study the combined level, it is good. Step number 2 is good. And step number 2, combined level, if you see 7 is supported by this favorable. So the combined level also good. Unfavorable or not further supported. And step number 3, that is sublord is Saturn, is our very good key planet. And further supported by the another green planet Sun. So seventh lord in the star of this favorable, sublord is further supporting to this star lord. So this is good. Seventh lord is favorable. What about the seventh sublord planet? Seventh sublord is Sun. Let us check the Sun. Sun is green and star lord is blue, favorable, and 2A level is mixed one, that favorable supported by star lord favorable, some weakness at the second planet, but 2A level is supporting to the 3111 favorable, and some obstacles are there, but not strongly unfavorable. And sublord is our favorable, Mercury is good. Then star lord of the sublord is Rahu is having 3, 2, 2, and favorable also and unfavorable also. But being the key planet, free planet, its strength is significant and getting the strength of 3, 2, and these causes. So 7 sublord is favorable. It is supportive for the marriage. Mercury is good and star level is good. Sun is also good. Suppose Sun is forming rural link to the other levels, definitely it will be more favorable. For the destiny prospect, this is enough. 7 sublord, I mean, all the blue and green only playing role at the primary levels. So destiny is promising. I think you are able to find it now. Now, what are the favorable key planets of the destiny? 7 sublord. Sun itself is the strong favorable key planet, because 7 sublord itself is strong favorable key planet. Then what is the other key planet is Mercury. Mercury is another strong favorable key planet, making the destinies favorable. What are the other favorable key planet? Yes, Moon is present, and Moon is coming twice, though it is in the last level, it is acting as the second planet. But Rahu having some weakness, but still Moon is also playing role, so that we can take as a secondary key planet of the destiny. And the seventh lord having again Sun. So Sun is the strongest key planet, ruling both the seventh lord and seventh sublord. And of course, Saturn is also playing role. Saturn is also playing role in the seventh sublord. And 2A level planet Moon we have already taken, and Sun is also again playing role. So you can see Sun, Saturn, Mercury are the strong favorable key planets of the destiny, and next comes the Sun, Moon. So these are the favorable key planets. Favorable key planets. So let me erase this. So now we have to check the Dasa period, right? So now that native is running, let us check the Dasa period. Sun Dasa is running now, but marriageable age was running from the Jupiter Dasa itself. Yes, 21, 23 years onwards, that Jupiter Dasa is a male chart. So Jupiter Dasa is favorable for the marriage. Within the Jupiter Dasa, that marriage could happen during the favorable Bhukti. So now we have to check the Dasa Lord Jupiter, whether Jupiter Dasa is strongly supportive for the marriage. It means what? Dasa Lord, if it is having the key planet of the Bhukti Lord, and also it is having not weak significator at the star level and sub level. Jupiter, it is having a mixed one. Obstacles in 11 and 5 are good. This is not good, but only in the source level. Star level is Sun, our favorable key planet of the destiny, Sun. And sub level is Mercury, another favorable key planet. 2A level planets, star level planet, Sun is further supported by the 2A level planet. Sub level planet is having some weakness at the fourth level planet. So that way, some weakness are there, but not detrimental. So Jupiter, Dasa Lord, having the strong key planet of the destiny, that is Sun and Mercury and Moon, all are present. Especially Sun and Mercury are ruling the star and sub-level. So now we have to look at the planets, Bugdi Lords. What are the Bugdi Lords? Jupiter, Dasa, Jupiter Bugdi itself can be favorable only if the Jupiter is strongly favorable without any obstacle that Jupiter can give a marriage during its own Bugdi. The disadvantage with the Jupiter is the source planet itself is talking about 8, 8 and 12. So the strongly it is present. So that star level, sub level are okay, but first level planet having some weakness, and that what do you call 6 and 6 is also playing role, and another important key planet Saturn's role is not directly present, so that is not the major point, but still that unfavorable 8 and 8 and 12 in the source, that to a free planet, that is indicating some weakness. So obstacles will be there. During Jupiter Bhukti, Jupiter Antra itself, the marriage will not be supporting. You understand? Suppose if you open the Jupiter, that's how you check it. Jupiter is the source planet, and conjoined with the Saturn, our good key planet is present. That is good only. But if you look at the that Sun planet, it is good key planet. It has got Jupiter in its supports, aspected by Jupiter. And this means what? Jupiter is aspecting to Sun. So it is 8 and 12 significators are influencing the Sun, also influencing the 12 level planet, Moon also. So that obstacles are being passed. So Mercury also having that Jupiter in its supports, because Mercury is the Rasi Lord for Jupiter. So Mercury is getting some influence of the Jupiter also. Because of that, what happens? That Jupiter's obstacle causing houses are influencing the other levels, it is indicating some weakness. Because of that, Jupiter Bhukti itself in its own Antra, Jupiter Dasa itself, it cannot give the conduct the marriage during its own Bhukti. Suppose the Jupiter is stronger enough without any such unfavorable, in its own Bhukti, it can favor for the marriage. I think you are able to understand, right? So now Dasa Lord is Jupiter. In Dasa Lord Jupiter, what are the favorable key planets? Sun, Mercury, and Moon, and Jupiter is conjoined with Saturn. That we already saw that. So what are the favorable planets? We have already noted down. Let us check the other planet. After Jupiter, Saturn is coming. Saturn itself is a strong favorable key planet. And in the star of Sun, our favorable key planet. And 2 level also Moon. And sub-level is the issue. Sublord is mixed one, 1, 6, 1, and 4 mixed one, and star lord of the sublord also mixed one. So this is only causing the weakness at the sub level, but planet is good, star lord is good, 2A level is good. Importantly, that Saturn, Sun are strong favorable key planets of the Dasa Lord is playing role here. The Sun is the strong favorable key planet because that is the destiny planet. That itself is playing. So this planet only having the weakness. So step number 1 is good, 2 is also favorable, and 2 plus 2A also is good only. Third step only having some weakness, but 1597 is further supported by 1 and 1, but having some weakness because of this one. Now what we have to see, when one level is having weakness, that level planet can become favorable, or its favorable strength will be increased by way of two means. One is through the next level planet star lord. Then another one is through the support planets. If the support planets are favorable, strong key planets, and that key planets are also forming ruler link to the other level. Suppose Venus is having star level is Mars. Mars is seventh lord, that is good. 1 and 1 is supported by 7. But also 12th lord occupying 12th house, that is supporting to the, some weakness is being supported to the 6th lord, 12, 12 and 10. Some weakness also supported. So through the star level, it is also getting mixed significations. Suppose the Venus in it supports our favorable key planets, Sun and Saturn and Mercury. If they are present in its supports, being the Lagna Lord, it can get the strong favorable support from the favorable key planets, right? Suppose if the Saturn and Sun are there, Mercury, because Mercury is not playing role, Saturn and Sun are playing role. If these Saturn and Sun, or either Saturn or Sun, are present in the support of this Venus, they will form a ruler link and they will get the they will extend their significations to the sublord. So the sublord planet will not be unfavorable. Unfavorable strength will be reduced, because being the Lagna Lord and the Lagna occupant, it will get the support of the strong favorable key planets. Let us check with the EPS page, EPS table, whether that's Venus is having the favorable key planet in its supports. Yes, Venus is conjoined with our green planet Mercury and is aspected by Saturn, our planet. Saturn, the captain of the ship, itself is there. Strong favorable key planet. And Rasi Lord is Mercury itself. Though Venus in the Rasi of Mercury and conjoined with Mercury is very good. And you can see Venus is Rasi Lord for Sun. So it means what? Venus is getting the ruler link from the Saturn, that its planet, and also Mercury, not ruler link, Sun, that star lord planet, and Moon is also there. It means the Venus, though it is having some weakness, it is having all the favorable key planets in its supports. Especially, it is getting the ruler link from the planet and the star lord, that Saturn and Sun. That is making that planet unfavorable strength is reduced, favorable strength are increased. I think you are able to understand the influence of the ruler's link from the favorable key planets, that is making that level planet it is supporting for the favorable strength. So that way, because of the ruler link, that planet, Jupiter, Saturn planet, in the Jupiter Dasa, it can favor, right? We have to check the other planets also, whether other planets are stronger than this Saturn. So Saturn can be taken. That's what I wanted to say. Now let us look at the Mercury. Mercury planet is good, star lord is not good, right? Sublord is also mixed. So star lord also mixed, sublord also mixed. Our strong favorable key planet, Sun, only at the last level. Saturn is not playing, Sun is not playing role in the important level, but Saturn is only the 2A level. And importantly, Rahu, our unfavorable 6 and 6, is playing role. You can see that Sun planet in the star of Moon, representing Rahu, is the unfavorable key planet, is influencing the destiny planet. That unfavorable is playing role in the Mercury. So this is not strong. Ketu. Ketu is free planet having got obstacles. Star level planet is Moon is okay. Sub level also Moon is okay. So Saturn is playing only as the second planet, and Moon is blue, but Rahu is coming again and again, and 2A level also Mars. So this is not having strong favorable key planet, either Sun or Mercury or Saturn in the important level. Saturn is playing as only the second planet, but it is having some weakness. So that is not very strong, right? And Venus, Lagna Lord, 6th Lord occupying, this one is having some weakness, as we have studied for the Saturn sublord Venus. Look at the Venus in the own sub. Venus in the star of Mars, and sublord also Venus. So that way you can see, we can also think, sir, here we have got the Sun, Mercury, that Sun, Saturn, Mercury, Moon, all in supports. Same with this planet. Venus also will have all levels, the planet also sub-level also. Yes, they will support this Venus from the unfavorable. It will make favorable, strength is more. That is no doubt. But those planets, only Sun only is playing at the 2A level. No role of that. Sun cannot give the ruler link to the Venus because at the 2A level, it is not going to be strong. But it is not having that Saturn or what else? Sun, Mercury. They are not playing role any of the level. If they are playing role, then only it will form the ruler link. The support planets influence will be strong when it is forming ruler link. It means favorable key planets are not playing role, but they are in the supports. The supports will give some support, but that Venus will not be strong enough to conduct the marriage because this grouping is not good at the 2 level, source and also result. So Venus will not be favorable. Yes, Sun is the our what do you call, 7th sublord we already studied. Sun is good, and Moon is also okay. Sublevel also good. So that also we can take that Sun period also. It is comparatively better than the other planet, right? So now that Moon star level is not good, and sub-level 2A level also having weakness. Sub-level planets. So 2A level is good. Sub-level is Mars. So that star level and sub-level are ruled by the mixed key planet. That is not good. Mars in the star is good. Saturn also good. Mars only having the weakness. But Mars also not weak. Mars is 7th lord, starting with, that is not being supported. 12 and 12 are not supported by the star lord. But 7 is further supported by the Sun and Saturn. This is very good. So Mars is good and Saturn is good. And what else? Sun is also good, right? So let me erase this marking so that we can clearly analyze the remaining planets. I mean, which are the planets we have selected. We can do the comparative study. So Jupiter is the Dasa, and Saturn or Mars or Sun. These 3 planets, out of them, which is the strongest one, which will favor for the marriage. Obviously, after Jupiter Dasa, Sun, Saturn, Buddhi will be coming first. Because of that, we cannot choose Saturn. But you can check whether Saturn or Mars or Sun are having the strong favorable key planets in their rulers. Yes, favorable key planet, Saturn is here, Sun is here, and Saturn is a very good key planet, passing its ruler link to other levels. This is good. And Mars is having some weakness, but star lord is good, sublord is also good. Na? So that way it is both the Mars and Saturn, star lord is Sun. Here sublord is Saturn. What is that unfavorable, or what is the weakness in Mars? Mars is having 7, 12, 12 and 10. So Mars is having, in the source, it is having some weakness also. Let us check Mars. You see, Mars is having weakness also. Mars is having the star of Sun. That Sun is conjoined with the Mars. So that way, what happens, Mars is having some weakness. It is passing its weakness to the star lord also. So that some unfavorable signification, it is there. 7th lord and also conjoined with the Jupiter, it is having mixed significator. So that way, that it is having some weakness, and Mars itself is forming ruler link to the star lord planet Sun. But Sun is forming ruler link to the Saturn is forming ruler link to the Sun. No, Saturn is good. Star Lord is good. It is not getting the support from the Saturn, doesn't matter because it is having good significator. And sublord planet Venus is getting the support from the Sun also and Venus also. So that way, this is comparatively better. Source itself is good. Star Lord also good, forming good grouping. and sublord having some weakness, but that is being supported by both Saturn and Sun. Here, Sun is good, sublord is good, and Mars having some weakness, and the star lord, that the star lord is getting the influence from the source planets. That is passing some unfavorable also to the star lord. Yes. Now, what about Sun? Sun is having good sublord. Star level is Moon. Star level planet is Moon is secondary only, as I said, because 3111 and second planet Rahu having some weakness. When compared to this star lord of the Sun is having some weakness. That again, star lord of the star lord also, you can see star lord of the star lord also having some weakness. So when compared to these two planets, star lord and star lord of the star lord, this is having some weakness. Sublord is okay, but star lord of the sublord, again, this is coming. So in that case, if you see that Saturn and Mars are comparatively better than the Sun, right? So now, out of these two, which is better? Saturn is better. Which is the favorable key planet of the Saturn? Suppose Dasa Lord is Jupiter, and if you take Bugdi Lord is Saturn, it is stronger than the Mars. If you take these, which are the favorable key planet of the Bugdi Lord? Saturn, Sun, and Moon. That all are playing role here, you can see. Right? So they are all having favorable grouping, and also having that favorable key planet of the Bugdi Lord also ruling at the Bugdi Lord and the Antra Lord. So Dasa Lord is Jupiter, Bugdi Lord is Saturn, Antra Lord is Mars. In this period, the native got married. So the native got married in Jupiter Dasa, Saturn, Bugdi, Mars, Antra. Let me check the date. The date is 3rd December 2008. Let us check the Dasa Navigator period. 3rd December 2008. Jupiter Dasa, Saturn Bugdi, 3rd December 2008. Mars Antra. Up to 5/12/2008 is Mars running. So the native got married in Jupiter Dasa, Saturn Bugdi, Mars Antra. I think you are able to understand this now. How the key planets are functioning and how the rulers link are passing their support to the other levels, making that planet favorable strength are increased and unfavorable are reduced, especially two rulers with a strong favorable key planets are passing its influence. And we could see how the that Bugdi Lord is not, if you look at CLOCC, you can see this. Bugdi Lord is 9th Lord occupying 5th house, 4 and 1 and 1, 6, 1. Only at the last level, only it is 7 is present. But if you look at the significator, that Saturn is the Bugdi Lord, Saturn is having 5th house only, but no 2 or 7 or 11 in CLOCC and of the planet, star lord and sublord. But whereas you can see sublord is having 1, 6 and 1, and the star lord of the sublord is for having 7, 12 and 12. So the sublord is talking about 1, 6, 1. And in the star of your planet Mars 7, 12 and 12. So it is talking about 1, 6, 12 also, and also 12, 7 also, right? Favorable also present, but this is not good. So we will not be able to decide whether Saturn is going to favor for the marriage during its bhukti, because it is not having Sun is also 4 and 1 only. Star Lord is Star Lord of the Star Lord in KP, they don't take, but even they are, because the CST is not taken, CSL is not taken, you can see these significations. When we are not taking, their significations are not complete. In EPS, what we are doing, we are taking the self-signification as a whole and making them as a favorable key planet or unfavorable key planet. We are identifying them, and based on the ruler's link, all these things we're able to identify. And these key planets are the favorable key planets of the Dasa Lord and their Pilt connection. All these things we are finding. and we are doing the comparative study, how far it is better than the other planet. Not just because of this grouping, we are saying this planet is going to be favorable during its marriage. No, I'm not saying that during this period it happened and why it happened, but we are checking all the other planets also, why other planets did not favor for the marriage. That way only we can see how far this Buddhi Lord is stronger than the other planets, how far the rules and the principle of method of analysis in EPS is working out well. I think you are able to understand. So that way, we have decided, we have found the timing of event destiny for this chart with the help of this EPS page. Now in the next video, I will be discussing in the same chart with the help of the key planets, with the help of the pilt table, how we can identify the planet which are all under the influence of the favorable and unfavorable key planets in destiny also and Dasa Buddhi periods also. Thank you. We'll meet in the next video. Good luck.